Up next on The Factor, the City of Houston's Health Department, along with My Brother's Keeper and Harris County Commissioner Rodney Ellis, have teamed up for a program that's a first of its kind. It's a diversionary program to keep young people out of the prison pipeline. The program launched at Addicts Middle School. We have more. So, Noel, this program that you guys are setting up here in Harris County, a diversionary program for young people. What are you hoping to achieve with it?
One of the things that we want to achieve is to ensure that we know that our kids who misbehave in school know that they have another way. That there is not just this sole source of piping into the prison pipeline, that they do not find themselves on the wrong side of wrong because they've done youthful things that back in the day when we were kids, you know, we didn't get handcuffs for, you know. So at the end of the day, what we want to do is ensure that our kids who are misbehaving receive services that can address the root cause.
So they won't be arrested at school?
No.
You'll step in and do what?
We'll step in and number one, we will identify what are the causes behind the behavior. We have worked with these type of situations before in the Houston Health Department through the works of My Brother's Keeper. So we know that oftentimes when kids misbehave, it's usually something that is really causing that trouble. And that trouble does not get addressed, only masked when we put them in handcuffs and behind bars. So we provide them with clinical support that will help identify what those needs are, and if those needs are present that we can support and help, then we provide them the necessary support, the wraparound services, the care coordination required to close those gaps.
One of the schools that you're using, a pilot school, will be Addicts. Tell us about that school.
Addicts is nestled in Sunnyside, the historic Sunnyside community. Sunnyside has always been the bedrock to the city of Houston, coming out of the wards from the, northern parts of our city. Addicts have seen the most arrest of our youth in the entire Houston Independent School District in the past year.
How many students are we talking about arrested?
Well, we're talking 40 students arrested.
40 students?
40 students arrested in Sunnyside, Addicts Middle School for engaging in youthful misconduct. And it could have been anything from a fight, right, or it could have been theft. You know, what's theft to somebody may be a livelihood for somebody else. But if we never address why they are engaging in those kind of criminogenic behaviors, then we only mask the situation. So the idea is to catch the kids at the door of the juvenile justice system and provide consultation in lieu of incarceration. There are so many of these kids who find themselves misbehaving and receiving what we call the civil handcuffs. And these handcuffs ultimately no longer serves as a deterrent because now they wear them so often they feel like they're jewelry. And and to me that's comfort. And we don't want our kids to feel comfortable about this is the only way. Back in the day when I was growing up, there was a song popularized, sitting in the Harris County Jail, wasting my time. And it almost became like this is something that's normal for us.
Accepted, normalized.
And that's not the case for us. What we want to do is show that these kids who are engaged in behavior, they're not to be ostracized. They're not just to be left to the wayside. And they most importantly should not be left to the justice system. It should be the human system that address these human misbehaviors because we all at one point have been in a situation that required some type of intervention. And if we will provide them the mental and behavioral support services that addresses the root cause of the problem, then guess what we'll do? We not only will save a life, but we'll change the future and the trajectory of our city.
All right. Well, we look forward to the program and the success and saving young lives. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Isaiah.